What if the hardest battles the Frasers ever fought weren't on the battlefield at all? What if the enemy wasn't just the British, the Regulators, or even the wilderness, but the impossible choices that could tear a family apart? In Outlander Season 5, love, loyalty, and survival are pushed to their breaking point, and no one walks away unchanged. It begins not with bloodshed or chaos, but with a quiet, intimate moment that will echo through decades. The year is 1770. A young Jamie Fraser, still only a boy, stands before his godfather, Murtagh Fitzgibbons. Into Jamie's hands, Murtagh places a sword, not as a toy, but as a solemn gift. It's a symbol, a vow, a passing of responsibility from one generation to the next. Neither of them can know how heavy that promise will one day become, or that Jamie will face choices no man should ever be forced to make. 1 year later, 1771, life at Fraser's Ridge seems steady. Jamie, Claire, Brianna, and Roger have built a home surrounded by family and loyal settlers. Yet far beyond the ridge, the American colonies tremble on the edge of rebellion. Governor Tryon summons Jamie with a dangerous demand: raise a militia to crush the Regulators, a rebel movement fighting unfair taxation. The cruel twist? Their leader is none other than Murtagh, the man who once placed that sword in Jamie's hands, and the man Jamie loves like a father. Even in the shadow of this political storm, life goes on. Brianna and Roger's wedding lights up the ridge with music, laughter, and a rare sense of joy. Claire and Jamie beam with pride as they watch their daughter take this next step. But amid the dancing and celebration, there are quiet reminders, sidelong glances, whispered cautions, that peace here is fragile. This is the calm before a storm no one can stop. As the season unfolds, every bond is tested. Jamie stands at a crossroads: obey Tryon and hunt Murtagh, or defy the crown and risk everything. His conversations with Claire are charged with unspoken fear. They speak softly, hold each other tightly, and both know the road ahead will be brutal. Roger struggles to prove himself in a century where survival depends not on books, but on skill and strength. His historical knowledge can't plow a field or aim a musket, and his insecurity grows. Claire, ever the healer, secretly pushes medical boundaries, crafting medicines and tools far ahead of their time. But innovation brings suspicion, whispers of witchcraft, and the threat of drawing dangerous attention. Meanwhile, Murtagh rallies the Regulators with fiery passion, not as a villain, but as a man who refuses to bow to injustice. His stolen meetings with Jamie are bittersweet, the love between them unshaken, yet shadowed by the knowledge that one day they may meet as enemies in battle. Tensions erupt with the Battle of Alamance. The air fills with musket fire, smoke, and shouts. Jamie tries to spare lives, but fate is merciless. In the chaos, Murtagh is struck down. His death is both heartbreaking and inevitable, leaving Jamie shattered. After Alamance, the ridge feels different. Jamie mourns. Claire focuses on healing her people. Brianna's world is shaken when she learns her attacker, Stephen Bonnet, is still alive. Roger, scarred by his near death at Alamance, fights to find his voice again, in every sense. The final chapters bring a darker threat: Lionel Brown. His cruelty is personal and invasive. When he kidnaps Claire, the season plunges into its most harrowing moment. Her ordeal is portrayed with unflinching honesty, not for shock, but to show the deep and lasting wounds left behind. Jamie's rescue is fierce, but true healing happens later, in the quiet moments of tenderness and patience. By the finale, Fraser's Ridge still stands, but its people are forever changed. Roger and Brianna question whether they belong in this time at all. Claire carries scars that don't show, and Jamie, staring into the uncertain horizon, knows the revolution is coming, and it will demand even more sacrifices. Season 5 is not just about a battle or a death. It's about how love, loyalty, and the will to endure are tested over and over when safety is only an illusion. And as the credits roll, one truth remains: the Frasers may bend, but they will not break.